charter members of the Club Paradise, Eugene, Levy, and Rick Moranis. You two guys are on the prowl on the beach. Now, you must have seen fellas like this, or are drawing from personal experience.
Well, yeah.
And Rick, let's tell you, is it that way maybe a little?
I don't know. I guess maybe in my younger single days, when I was hanging around
Not me.
with Eugene
In Oregon, right?
in some Toronto little places here and there, I picked up a few things from some of the other clientele.
The other ones?
Yes. Oh, me? No. I
Eugene, same with you, more observation than personal technique.
I think 98% of the male population are berries.
Yeah, the difference between Barry and me is I knew I never had a chance.
Well, let's be fair. As we watch you guys in action, don't you think we wince at the same time as we laugh?
Yeah, I think so. We intended that.
What about that? Do you suppose for those of us that know we don't have the chance, like Rick says, we might find it even funnier?
Well, these guys certainly just, had all the confidence in the world. They thought they were, kind of God's gift to women. And I guess if you're going to go out prowling, that's the kind of attitude to have.
Yeah, it proves their strength in numbers, too. If you got to do it, go with a friend, especially if he has the same name as you.
There you go. It does help increase the identity factor, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Now, the two of you, of course, your involvement with SCTV is like that of almost everybody else in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
What went on that all of you got together? Were the logistics really incredible to get everybody together in the Caribbean at one time?
No, there were no agents involved. That's how it was done.
I see. Maximum efficiency, in
That's
other words.
right. Harold just called us all, and we just came. And it was one Air Canada flight from Toronto, and then the film started.
Eugene, the fact that it was in the Caribbean, of course, mitigated against this project, I assume.
Well, there are a lot of things going against it. One, it's 2.5 months on a tropical island.
Right.
2, you get to work with your friends. 3, you get to bring your family down. 4, you get paid for it. All those things, you stop and thought, do I really want to do this? And finally, you had to say, yeah, okay, because, I got nothing else going right now.
No,
the reason was, it was fun. It was a group of friends going down. You don't often get to work on film with a bunch of your friends.
Yeah.
And that's, in Jamaica.
And be kind to those of us that may never get out that way for a vacation. What's something bad about this place? Come on, give us a break. Something bad.
Curried goat.
Curried goat.
Yeah, not pleasant. I guess you have to have an acquired taste for it.
But how do you acquire it?
No, I have to be fair to Jamaicans, Jamaica is a great place. It really is, and the people are wonderful. And curried goat is great the first day. The second day, curried goat is not great.
What you're acquiring is a distaste for curried goat.
The second day, curried
when
goat.
you have it for dessert, it's time to draw the line.
Yesterday's goat is not something that I recommend.
Well, what about the portrait of the ugly American that introduces the Jamaicans to something? Did you guys bring any of our delicacies over there?
We introduced them to egg salad sandwiches,
We did?
didn't we?
We did. Yeah, we did.
Tell me about this. I love egg salad.
Gene?
Rick is waiting, too.
No, I'm kidding. A joke. Cut. No, I don't know what we didn't bring too much to the island that they didn't already have, and what we had to offer, I'm sure they didn't want.
How much of this film, incidentally, ended up on the cutting room floor because you guys all got together and just went crazy and the whole scene fell apart? And is maybe more in this film than the rest of it ended up not being usable?
No, I don't think so. I think Harold said he had a little over a couple of hours of footage and cut out about half an hour or something like that. But that happens.
Stuff or just stuff where you guys just got too crazy?
I don't know. I think a lot of what we did is in there, from what I can recall. It was a year ago, and I was on egg salad the whole time, so I don't remember anything.
It is a forgetful thing. Listen, I'm going to switch gears, if I may, on this, because with the Statue of Liberty stuff coming up this weekend, this has got to be ripe stuff for comedy. I'm not hearing the comedy. I'm not hearing the laughs about the American patriotic trip that we're on, guys. Come on, what's happening? Where's SCTV on this? What's going on?
Well, we're Canadians after all, and
exactly.
And yeah, Gene.
It's a wonderful thing to celebrate, of course. There's no question. I mean, the new unveiling of the Statue of Liberty is, as Letterman said it best, where else would you find 200 Elvis impersonators?
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
It's
This is a, well, the special, there's what, like 4 9-hour specials or something that is coming out on this thing? There are
Serious,
people
all of
singing
them.
from tugboats and longboats.
Aaron Copland getting a workout. You know, all that music from Aaron Copland.
Yeah, it's,
Letting this up.
well, I wish I had more to offer here. I can only extend my best wishes to your country, and I think it's a marvelous thing. And when Canada, you know, celebrates the 100th anniversary,
When Canada
of
gets a tall ship, when Canada
can attract
Who
a
do you
tall
want
ship.
up in a harbor in Canada? I mean, what's a likely candidate to?
Well,
bring
I mean,
people
there's
in?
only a couple of days when the ice is out, so,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something that, you know, you can just open up the locks and say, come on in, folks. You
Yeah.
know, it needs a lot of organization
It's a different
in
kind
Canada.
of thing. There's a lot of group ice fishing is a good, you know, for 100th kind of anniversary.
Would
of
that
the-
inspire fireworks and people getting crazy? And
No, I think, you know.
the Mackenzies, maybe, have they had anything to say about this upcoming event?
The Mackenzies didn't know that it was happening. They're too involved with the Dominion Day celebration on July the 1st up in Canada. And yeah, they are, Gene.
What's
And
a
they're in the-
Dominion Day? I don't.
Well, that is a Canada
Used to
Day.
be called Dominion Day. Sorry, yeah, it was Canada.
That's right.
Day.
It's now Canada Day,
It's
July
like the
1.
4th of
It's
July.
it's like the Canadian 4th of July.
Confederation, July 1, 1867. See, I'm not hearing the history. I'm not hearing, you know, exactly.
It's no secret listening to the two of you, though. You've known each other a while. Do we have just a few seconds? How long have you been pals?
We first show we did together was in 1975, I guess. We did a special, the variety special for the CBC out of Toronto, but we shot it in Calgary. And after that, we met again years later on SCTV.
We got to get out of here. How about a happy birthday out there to the Americans watching?
Happy birthday, America.
Happy birthday. We're very proud and thrilled to be neighbors.
And all touched. What do I mean by that? Here for KCTV5 in Los Angeles, I'm John Tibbetts with Rick Moranis and Eugene Levy.